All right. Hello, everyone. Um, yeah, so this is gonna be kind of the first get ready with me's here. I don't know. Let's see. I have like my YouTube connected to this one, but I don't think it's gonna work. But whatever, you know. I was hoping to kind of live through some YouTube, but there was a lot of account maintenance I had to do because apparently I had a brand account. Yeah. Anyway, more information on that. So at least, but yeah, I kind of want to keep things separate. But the YouTube channel that I'll be using for mainly most of my beauty stuff will be under Pretty Fluffy Cakes. I know that's a little confusing with since my Twitch channel here is called Sweet Fluffy Cake. That's because I'm anything but sweet here. um, so we're just gonna go ahead and get ready because I gotta get to school. I gotta get to work. So let's make sure I can be as efficient as possible with this. Um, with some of like the I'm also recording this. Hopefully, I'll be able to upload it into the YouTubes. But I'll be able to kind of put the stuff that I put down there below. This one is by Peripera, one that I got from one of the YesStyle advent calendars. I guess it works alright. Perhaps the eye. Because I do tend to have oily eyelids, but usually after I've done a lot of like maintenance of my skincare and whatnot, it hasn't been much of an issue, but I still like to use an eye primer to begin with. Let's see. Other stuff. I do have it on the chat here. For example, my partner's music, Jasper C. If you can hear it, actually have the his SoundCloud music in the background, and I'm not gonna lie, it's really hard to keep a straight face sometimes while listening to this. Because he did this for his senior recital, and you know, he had to whip up a electroacoustic piece last minute because you know shit happens, and it's cute. It highlights our animals that we got. But now he actually has to make another one because we have we got a puppy just a couple weeks ago. He's doing great. He gained 2 pounds already. He's becoming a much bigger little boy, but he's still gonna be fairly small. That suggests definitely under 20 pounds at least, which I'm kind of glad because I don't want him to make a squeaky toy out of Scrappy, which is our Westie. In terms of foundations, I'm actually gonna go a little light today. I actually really like this brush from EcoTools. It's nice and dense. And the one I'm using now, at least the one that I'm trying to pan. So a lot of these products that I've been using actually, you know, I've been hoarding makeup over the last couple years, and I just gotta use it, right? At least so I can feel better about myself that I'm using it. So with that being said, I'm using the It Cosmetics Better Than Sync Skin
before we even graduated design school.
serum foundation, whatever. I like it. And usually for a lot of this, I ended up using at least discounts on my Ulta discount at the time, but I can still work there. Nice light coverage, feels nice on the skin. Didn't really care for the skincare benefits of it. I need to like a holy mirror, on a better angle. But I like how it feels. It's not obviously it does the job. It, you know, kind of evens out my color. I'm not looking for something super full coverage. Not today. Oh, it's kind of me yesterday. In terms of foundation, but yeah. But I'm pretty sure it kind of goes with everybody else. Is that kind of like the full glam 2016 mask, right? It's just not much of a thing right now. But I mean, I will put on mask on every now and again. Really depends on how colorful I want to be. But yeah, so at least, you know, it still goes over well when I have my little pimple patches. It's the ones by Peach and Lily that I like, that I'm using because they're the cheapest ones right now. But my favorite ones are actually by the CosRX, the intense ones, the ones that have kind of like not a dual layer, but it has like a they just look a little bit different, a little bit more oval shaped. I like those particularly because they sit better under makeup. Oh wait, yeah, trying to sit over this. They just go better with for makeup, and they seem a little more invisible, unlike these ones. But again, these ones do the job, and I'm not gonna complain for, especially for the price on how many you get. But believe you me, when the CosRX, the intense ones, go on sale, I do snag those because those are my favorite. So there's that. Some school updates. One of the one of our teachers finally updated the school's Amazon link, and I have it linked right there, right there, right there. Yeah. And I still need a lot of crap, man. Just yesterday while I was in, well, when I was at work, you know, like I was trying to makeshift some shoulder rest. And for those who don't know, a shoulder rest is, you know, it's basically, you know, like an accessory, an apparatus to kind of help, you know, give enough height on a violin or viola. For example, with me, I definitely need one because the proportionally, um, since my shoulders are very narrow, and just based on like where my violin would sit, like the space to hear to hears, she long girl, right? So I definitely need you know, something good for me, but obviously I don't certainly need height for my shoulder rest. I was able to compensate that with a higher chin rest, but still, like I like to, one should be comfortable when they play. That's the thing, right? And that's one thing I definitely advocate a lot with my students. So since I 112, actually one of my students was just telling me as she was seeing me, like, you know, make these makeshift shoulder rests, like, can't you just use a sponge? I'm like, yes, you can. Obviously, I could make makeshift a sponge or something and call it good, but I actually want to make kind of a not better quality, but not, I'm not just looking for comfort, but I'm also looking for stability. So so that's why I've kind of been going out of my way and trying to like almost replicate the Bond Musica shoulder rest that I have. So with that being said, like I'm actually gonna film it once I have a successful one made, and I feel like the steps that I can currently take for it. Oh no, I don't have the music going. There we go. Once I have like kind of happy with my first prototype, I'll record and start making the other ones. So basically what I did with this one is, oh, obviously I'm using shape tape because again I'm trying to use finish it up. Since I don't really have lines, thankfully, and or any like creases under my eyes, like this one is good to go. I use it sparingly, really, because otherwise it will cake up. I really want to try the creamy one, but I'm not gonna buy another concealer until I finish my freaking concealers that I got. You know, makeup running. And that's kind of the reason why, you know, I wanted to get a beauty channel going, because, you know, I kind of want to branch, because I kind of want to go into topics on how I've been gooped. I got scammed by the beauty influencers up there, and, you know, many of us did. You know, then, you know, I, you know, caught on after a while, right? Thank you, drama channels, at least two kind of more the authentic ones, right? The ones who really keeping them on check. But yeah, at least anyway, that would be for another topic, at least especially under the YouTube channel, which will be under Pretty Fluffy Cakes. Get it? Because, you know, it'll be for beauty and I'm gonna feel pretty. And the Twitch channel will continue to being Sweet Fluffy Cakes, because because I'm a bit of bitch, especially when I play video games and whatnot. But anywho diddles, you know, we're gonna keep it moving, keep it moving. But yeah, so fully, you know, like a video or a live stream of me finishing the rest of the shoulder rest. So kind of what I have it started was I kind of, because I kind of want to mimic the Bond Musica one that I have, and I really like that one because it kind of has like a little, not a clamp, a little like round, it little hook just for the shoulder so it kind of avoids slipping. That's why I love it so much. And I kind of started it with pipe cleaners, right? So I hot glued 3 pipe cleaners kind of widthwise together, but I wanted to do more, but at the same time, it's not like I have infinite amount of pipe cleaners, so So used it sparingly. That I'm just using some like old like sweater projects that never got finished. Some yarn that I'm making it to some good use at least because they're not doing like a knitting or a sewing unit in the art class right now. So it'd be going, and I think it's gonna look cute. Definitely functional, and hopefully, depending on depending on the student, like I obviously have another little actual like openable pocket that if I can stuff more yarn in there if I need to, we can get that going. Even though like the package says cover X for my setting powder, it's actually an Anastasia one. I just like the packaging on this one because it has a little lip thingy, so in case I travel with it, it doesn't spill everywhere. But it's not like I've been traveling anywhere anyway. We postponed our trip to Japan like twice now. We wanted to go back in 2021. But the borders weren't open yet, and I like to buy at least international tickets 6 months in advance, and I'm like, I'm not gonna risk it. It's I don't want to be out of money. Well, I mean, sure, like they'll kind of like not necessarily refund you, but kind of use it as a voucher. Like I don't like $1,000 just flying up in the air. No, girl, gotta pay rent. Girl, gotta eat, right? So girl gotta get gas. So it was like, even though like you have air miles for one ticket, that's no, I just did not feel safe by that. Then so we originally tried to push it to go this year. Then we bought a house here, right? But I mean, I bought a house with my mom, so but still, it's like all our disposal money just went on that. But at least we got space. At least we got space to do things, and more room for our crap anyway. More room for the pets, really. That's ultimately what we wanted. Been really trying really hard to pan this. This is old, but usually when I make powder makeup products, I'm okay with using them especially they're old, and every now and again I'll actually spritz them with alcohol. Making sure they kind of get sanitized and I mean to the best extent that they can. So girl doesn't get any weird skin stuff. I mean, my skin is already weird as enough as it is. So there's that. There's a Marc Jacobs bronzer that I'm just so desperate to use, but like I want to pan that first. And I've already panned one shade already, which is kind of the lightest one. I'm getting close to this one. This one's gonna be hard to pan because it's the darkest. And there's Jasper. Hey, Jasper. You're welcome to chill here and play your games. I don't care. My stream is gonna be fairly quick. Just cleaning, he says. Right. Also, another thing that I'm trying to pan, and I'm getting a little close because it's not as domey as it used to be. It's the Luminoso by Milani. I really want to have so much blush, man. I'm going through blush, at least for me, it's such a pain in the ass because it's like, it's not that I use it sparingly. I also like don't want to look like a freaking like clown, right? Or like, actually not necessarily like a clown. I really want to look like Pikachu. Pikachu be cute and everything, but I mean like, Pika Pika, right? No, not about that one. Beauty industry is dead, right? Actually, that's a good segue, hon, because like, it's not necessarily that it's dead. It's that we gotta stop following shitty people. Like, for real. And, like, you never know, like, who the person is behind the screens. Like, you don't know me. But at the same time, I'm not perfect. Neither that nor do I have a high horse. I'm human. I'll make mistakes. But if I need to get clocked, I'll get clocked, right? And just we uplifted, and not necessarily fault to our own. And it's just because they seem so genuine. We lifted up these people, but we just didn't see like the signs soon enough to how shitty these people really are, or they just developed being shittier, whatever it may be, right? Actually, I'm using the really old highlighters. I mean, remember these highlighters from Anastasia? I remember I really wanted the So Hollywood one, but that one sold out quick. So I have the Starlight one. I remember it's actually one of my first big highlighters at the time. I'm just trying to use it up, use my shit up, right? Um, and yeah, it's like obviously give a girl a follow. I know like whatever the button follow, whatever subscribe where it may be over here. But you know, like I just want to share at least with my beauty channel like the stuff that I like, and obviously talk about like just the shittiness with the which has it's been really going on, especially with influencers. And I don't want to call myself an influencer because I don't want to influence you to get anything really. I worked in retail. I hate selling shit. I really do. I hate that pressure because it's like in the end you're gonna like it or not, and especially in how personal makeup is and whatnot. If I recommend something to you, you may or may not like it. So it's like, ugh. Can't believe I was in retail for that long, and because I was in retail for so long, that's when I started to get the clue with a lot of these fuckers. And yeah, you know, and like, do I want to have like my own like beauty brand or anything? No, I just like having fun. I'll just like playing around. One thing, at least another palette that I'm trying to pan. Remember how old school this is? I know, it feels like we're kind of going through like a little time warp with the makeups, right? The Just Peachy palette still smells like peach, right? It doesn't, it's not as overpoweringly fragrant as it used to be, but it still smells like peach. It still smells like peach, and I'm using which one? I'm using Candied Peach. Yeah, I'm using Candied Peach on my crease here. Um, and yeah, and if I ever get sponsorships or affiliate links to shit, my ass is gonna properly disclose that, right? And you heard it here first, folks, right? I will properly disclose that because, like, what's the big deal about just properly disclosing it? There's laws for that shit for a reason, right? It's for like to protect.
Because if you say something about it, then everybody knows, and then once everybody knows, nobody's gonna want it. Because it's the mystery that matters.
Right, and lately I've been watching a lot of like Peter Mon. I'm so behind on like all of that. Like, see, I'm like 10, 11 days behind from like Rich Lux and Peter Mon's video. And the reason.
Go, stop it. Sorry.
It's okay. And the reason why I've been like really enjoying them and kind of seeing their evolution as like drama channels as individuals because they keeping it real, yo, and it's genuine. It's for the most part, for the most part, for the most part, researched and and they'll retract information if they put wrong information out there. I feel like I can trust them, especially with the whole bullshit of calling Ballinger, whatever her fucking name is, and James Charles. It's like it's fucking disgusting. And what's even more disgusting that people are still like defending them. Anyway, I will save that topic for the beauty channel. But it's just, like I just want to be authentic. I want to have fun with my makeup. And that's kind of like the reason why, the beauty space in YouTube got so big is because it's just a lot of us playing around. And I'm no beauty expert. I'm not a makeup artist, nor do I claim to be, right? And the reason I like makeup just because how I'm a musician, I just like the self-expression part of it. How like everything you can just put like a lot of thought and emotion into it, and I love that. I'm a very emotional human being, and I really love having that outlet to express feelings and ideas. And even though I'm necessarily much of a visual artist, I really don't get me wrong, kind of not that I suck at art, I just don't have the attention span for it. I can be crafty when needed, but it's just not my calling, right? And to me, makeup and music is because it's like how personal it is, right? Because you can either have a lot or you can have like barely anything at all. Same thing with skincare, right? And yeah, and obviously I'll share stuff that's worked for me, right? And you know, in case like your skin type is similar to mine, or you're kind of interested in trying something new to see if you know work out for you, you know, shit, you know, I'll put it there. I'll put it there, for y'all. Anyway, what should I kind of close it up with? And we'll probably do some medium. But yeah, so there was a lot of like playing around in my old friend account that because I just wanted to keep it as pretty fluffy cakes, right? I don't want any numbers on it, but I was able to recover shit, so yay. Yes, I'm talking fast because I haven't taken my meds yet. I just might have to like slow this down, but like quarter speed maybe, if I can figure that out. Yeah, don't forget your meds, baby, before you gonna work. Well, yeah, ADHD as fuck, literally. But you know, like I'm actually really grateful for my diagnosis since it manifests so differently in women. And but you know, like I'm at peace of like with who I am and how I function, and you know, being more vocal and like how like I best learn and you know everything between, because it's you know just it's really shaped how I've you know grown and developed as a musician even post school. So there's that. I have a little error messages is probably from the oh it's whatever. Irrelevant. So there's so much shit to keep up with. Just there's not enough time to get it all done. But you know, I'm a beast, fucking monster here. As per Jasper, I'm a gremlin because it's true. Don't feed me after midnight. Don't get me wet. So yeah. Oh, maybe I'll use purple. Alright, I really gotta keep it moving. Cause I don't wanna be late for work. It's not like it really matters, right? Cause it's not like my job is pretty lax, which is really cool, and that's why I love my job so much. And I forgot to turn on the desktop music back again, but whatever. There's a commercial right now. Tomorrow I have music with the kiddos. And I wish I took a picture of it, but I'm gonna try to recreate it again. So at least by tomorrow, the YouTube channel should be ooh. So at least I can live stream on that one. But it did a really cool, kind of Halloweeny, green, purple, type look there. So I'm gonna recreate it, and it'll be dope. So maybe I'll add more colors to it with like maybe a red eyeliner. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I kind of make a lot of shit on the spot, as you can tell. What's playing right now? Oh, Service of Orion. So, as I was saying, when I mentioned previously with Jasper's music here, how it encompasses all of our pets. I thought you can hear me, but we need a Coco electroacoustic piece now. Yeah, yes we do. Coco is adorable little monster. He's teething hella. He's teething so much. I'm actually gonna use the D Up Dupe. I know it's a Japanese brand. With eyeliners. I really love this one. It stays on. Usually most Japanese eyeliners are really, really awesome. But I noticed that I prefer brush tips. I feel like I get more precision out of them, and unlike the felt ones, I hate how those fray. Like I really do. I think that just then they don't really keep their shape for them over the course period of time. So that's why I'm more of a brush girl. I used to love the Kat Von D one for the longest time, but then obviously the bullshit with the Kat Von D. And yes, you know, you can call bullshit with like all these like big people in the beauty space. Like yes, I am holding a Jeffree Star mirror, and obviously that would be kind of a separate topic and whatnot. but it's just, you know, I liked it, at least the Kat Von D one to a certain point. But I prefer my eyeliners to be matte, not necessarily a kind of that shiny look to it. Sorry, I just gotta concentrate hella. you know, I know, we all know. There we go. And yes, it is kind of basic, but at the same time, like, I don't want to play with color theory. I need to shut up. I need to, I need to concentrate on this shit, man. Okay, there we go. Yeah? Wait, no, the other one's way longer. Shit. Alright. Are they even? You know what? Whatever. I don't care. Because, you know, my little middle schooler beauty buddy is not just gonna say your makeup looks so good. But I really, I love them so much. They're just a great bunch. And sure, you know, there's, you know, bullshit thing that happens here and there because of behaviors and whatnot. But, you know, they'll grow. They'll learn. But, you know, we've been putting the heart and the effort into it if we, you know, if we didn't really believe in them and see their potential, right? And that's what's really cool about, you know, being a teacher. And don't get me wrong, it's weird. I really don't want to call myself an educator, because it's not like I went through like the. I mean, yes, I do have a bachelor's and I do have a master's, but it's like not that I go through the official way of like of the education degree, right? But at the same time, especially with music and how like my violin instructor was, at least based on the pedagogy that, you know, I adapted from him, it's more like you know, it's about, you know, how you're gonna teach it back, because in the end, especially us those who are in music, we do end up being teachers at one point of our lives, right? Because, you know, we gotta eat, we gotta pay rent. But, you know, I just might add a couple other rants of like, you know, the bullshit gatekeeping and music. Already did it not that long ago, and on Saturday I finally get to start taking lessons again. And to me that's very special right now because it's, you know, post my ADHD treatment and hand therapy. In case anybody's wondering, benefit precisely my brow in 3.5. Here. Eyelash curler from Daiso. Because we finally got a Daiso one. Apparently it's the largest one in the state to date. I didn't mean that to rhyme. But yeah, it's like bigger than the one in the South Center, which is freaking awesome.
When picking a commerce platform, you have
anyway, I just might go ahead and close this because I'm about to head out. I need to get the fuck out of here. I need to get to work. I'm barely even changed. Let's see. Yeah, and I'm just also trying to use this up, which is a Toofaced Better Than Sex Mascara. It's alright. Not my favorite. Mainly because it's not waterproof. I do like my waterproof mascaras. Mainly because they keep my lashes curled. And, you know, someone who suffers from allergies, I don't like the panda eyes. I like my pandas, but not the panda eyes. Right? And the other thing is that the brush is way too big for my tiny little eyes. Well, yes, I am Peruvian. I was you know, nationally, yes, I was born there. My guts from there. But I get confused for like Filipino or other Asian a lot, which is actually like not too far off really because my second great grandfather is was Chinese. He was born in China. And that's one thing I do want to research if I ever get to go back home anytime soon. Because like I really want to see like whether he was a true indentured servant or not. Like he most likely was at a certain extent, but I'm just really, really curious on his story, and ultimately like his name. Like I'm really curious what like his name was. I know what his adopted Christian name is, which is Miguel Zagara, but like I don't know. Am I a Ching? Am I a Wong? Or am I a Hong? Lang Wang? I don't know. But it'll be really cool to like figure that out. And all I know is that he came from southern China, obviously the Guangdong region. And yeah, I'll see. So yeah, obviously I'm a historian. I like to dig dirt when I can, and on top of like me, how how I like to like find information or whatnot. Um, I also am like curious, and I really want to explore some of the like with a lot of these downfalls, especially with the whole bullshit with the whole bullshit with Jack and Hill has been going on for a really long time, but like the Linda person from Morphe and how she got unscathed, and I feel I can find it. I feel I can find the dirt on that. I got my ways, I got my skills. I did find out of print books for my thesis one time. I can find anything. This is a really oldie, like really old lipstick, but it's like they've been using it sparingly, so therefore it doesn't like smell bad or anything. But it's the old MannyMua Jeffree Star collab. Yeah, it's old, but trying to use it up because it's so good. Again, I do have my own let's see, conflicting feelings with Jeffree Star. I know I need to unfollow him, but anyway, that'll be on a different discussion. And because he was just, I grew up with the whole MySpace thing and whatnot, and he was just so different for the time, and I fucking love that. I've always been big on this whole subculture, growing up, because being an immigrant and not looking like what a typical Latino would look like, I always felt out of place, and like based on what Jeffree Star had at the time, it's like, yeah. Anyway, I get out of here. I gotta get to work. Sorry if I talk too fast, but that's another reminder I need to take the meds, and I will go ahead and do that. Thank you for the get ready with me. Right? Aren't my earrings killer? I got them at the a little whale museum when we were in the camping trip, and I fucking love them. Anyway, gotta get out. Get out, fairy, get out. Y'all have a good one. Bye, y'all.